Greetings folks, and welcome to another episode of 81632-bit. I'm your host Rob, and today we're going to be looking at what I would consider to be the essential games for anybody to own who owns a Sega Master System. Now, as ever, with a list like this, there's always going to be some contentious choices because not everybody likes the same style of games, but these are the games that I think are essential for anyone who owns a Master System to have in their collection. So, without further ado, we know what the Master System is, so let's get straight into it with our first game. So, first up we have Castle of Illusion from Sega and Disney. Now, this was probably the premier platform game on the system before the release of the Master System port of Sonic the Hedgehog, and even after that, it remains an excellent game. Yes, it's quite a simplistic platform game in places, but just look at it. The animation, the colours, this is far beyond anything that was available on the NES at the time. You know, this is a truly stunning looking game, and you know, it's near 16-bit quality in its looks. It's an essential, it's easy to get hold of, and frankly, if you're not playing this on the Master System, then you're playing the Master System wrong, in my opinion. It's one of the definitive games for the system. It's far superior to pretty much any other platform game on the system outside of the Sonic series. So, Castle of Illusion, 100% definite must-have title. And speaking of the blue blur, here we have the Master System version of Sonic 2. Now, I do prefer this to the Master System version of Sonic 1, but it's one of those things you can really pick either of them, or even Sonic Chaos. They're all excellent games, and they're all very different to their 16-bit counterparts. These were games that were put together with the limitations of the Master System in mind. So you do get a full-fat Sonic the Hedgehog experience, as it were, but it plays to the strengths of the Master System. So it's not quite as fast, the graphics aren't quite as big and colourful, there's not quite as much going on screen, but damn, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and it is far better than it probably has any right to be when you think about what it was being converted down from. If you look at the Sonic games on the Mega Drive, they're quite complex with their high speed levels, branching paths. This is something that just, it's different but the same. And I have to be honest, I think it plays and handles brilliantly. Plus, it is a looker. No matter what you say, this game is a looker. It looks good. You know, this is what the Master System was capable of visually, and it's why the Master System probably deserves to be far more successful globally than it was. And of course, this game never hit the American market. It was Europe only, because by the time this came out, the Master System was dead in the US. So especially if you're an American Master System gamer, track down a copy of this, play it on a flash card, however you do it. This is absolutely essential gaming for a Master System owner. Now, for those of you who like their games a bit more physical, there are plenty of decent beat-em-ups available on the Master System, such as the legend that is Double Dragon. However, the game I've chosen is the really rather masterful 8-bit conversion of Streets of Rage to the Master System. Now, Yuzo Koshiro did the music for this version, and again, it's one that wasn't really available outside of Europe, but here we go. It's the incredible 16-bit Streets of Rage compressed down to the Master System. Now, there will be some people who are saying, but Rob, why aren't you picking Streets of Rage 2 instead? And quite simply, the compromises and cutbacks made to get Streets of Rage 2 onto the Master System actually, in my mind, make it worse than this version. This version, Streets of Rage, looks better than its sequel, and to me, plays better. And that is the ultimate important thing, really, isn't it? Does the game play better? Yes, this plays very much like its 16-bit counterpart and is easily, for my money, the best beat 'em up on Sega's little 8-bit machine that could. So, Streets of Rage, it's worth it, it's brilliant. Now, thanks to the somewhat dubious business practices of Nintendo at the time, Sega fans were denied a Castlevania title until Bloodlines appeared on the Mega Drive, and the Master System and Game Gear as well never actually had an official Castlevania title. However, Master of Darkness, also known as Vampire, fits that niche quite well, and you know what? It's damn good. In fact, I would say it's as good as any of the official Castlevania titles that were released on the NES or the SNES. It has a great look to it, it sounds great, and let's be honest, most importantly, the gameplay is there. Master of Darkness plays really well. It does have that difficulty that you expect from a Castlevania type game, and it's not a Metroidvania. That wasn't a thing at the time. Castlevania games at the time were straightforward, linear action platformers, and this is what you get. You progress through the levels, you defeat the monsters. It's all very Castlevania, right down to even how the staircases look. How Sega got away with it, I'll never quite know, but they did, and thank God they did. This is a brilliant game and definitely worth adding to your collection if you have a Master System. Now, for my fifth and final choice on this video, I'm going with something which is quite obvious really as a Master System classic that I think everyone should own, and that's Phantasy Star, the first game in Sega's long-running RPG series. Now, when this came out in the UK, there really wasn't anything like it with its 3D dungeons, its overhead world and its grind. We didn't have the Final Fantasy or the Dragon Quest games over here at that point, so this as a JRPG was something completely new, and it feels fully formed even though it's from back in the late 80s, which was still really the foundational phase for this type of game. Phantasy Star just feels like a complete title, and it is worth every penny of the not insubstantial amount you will have to spend to get an actual original copy. But again, it's easy enough to play this on a flash cart, so why not? It's an excellent adventure, it will keep you enthralled for hours, and everything about it is exactly what you expect a JRPG to be. There's grind, which can be frustrating, but it's just part and parcel of the game. And again, you know, it looks great, it sounds great, it plays great. It's just a darn fun game, and I heartily recommend it to everyone who owns a Master System. So there we have it. There's 5 essential titles I believe that you need to have if you own a Master System. Now, let's not get this wrong here. I could have added probably another 5, 10, 15 titles to this list, but I didn't want this to be a massive 30-minute long video. So if enough of you want it, I will do a second video to go along with this. However, in the meantime, if you agree with these 5 choices or disagree, let me know. Leave a comment down below, give the video a like, give it a dislike if you want, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all the good stuff. It's all there. I want to hear from you, I want to know what you guys have got to say, and yeah, my name's Rob. This has been 81632-bit, and I'll see you on the next one.